Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Let's Play Metal Gear Survive. We take on endless hordes of shambling, dumbass zombies. I'm Mysterious JG. There's the dust. We don't particularly want to go in there. We want to go this way. Enemies don't seem anywhere near as thick as they were by the dust wall. Oh, whoa! There's a large animal. I don't necessarily feel the need to fight a bear right now. Seems like an entirely losable side mission. It seems to know I'm around. I didn't bring any ranged weapons. Yeah, you know what? I'm sure there will be other chances for us to fight a bear. I was not planning for that right now. Now, there's a big old thing up there. You can kind of see it at the top of the cliff. I don't know how to get to it. That would be some kind of semi-secret item, like a color palette you could use for gear that you make, something like that. So I want to go as far south as possible here without, getting into a fight with a bear. And then, and only then, make my way along this canyon. Because, after all, who better than canyon? Try to avoid commencing that mission. I think I might have put enough distance between myself and the bear that I can not worry about the bear. After all, I don't have Micah here to help me, and I don't have the ability to just continue from last checkpoint. Well, I do, but last checkpoint will be farther away than it would be in, say, Red Dead Redemption 2, where I would have Micah to help me. Now I'm continuing to move along here. I remember getting to here, finding this thing before, being annoyed I couldn't activate it early, but I'm assuming now if I head for it, there will be some kind of threat trying to, stop me from doing that. Won't be really mad if that doesn't happen, but I'll be kind of surprised. Head for the source of the radio transmission. Well, I'm close enough that I've triggered it as a mission. Well, I'm seeing stuff flying around, but I don't know if this game has flying enemies. Oh, it sure does. Whatever that is, I feel like it was trying to kill me. Okay, I feel like these guys are trying to kill me. Watcher. Yeah, I see you there, friend. Oh. So you got in on my side. Alright. So, watchers, eh? Okay, let's not get caught by you. So maybe it would be a good idea to trigger this thing before I go over there, because it might pull off some of the enemies who are going to be defending this zone. Now, I don't know if it'll help against flying guys, but at least... Oh, there's a gerbils. There's a gerbils. Fences aren't that expensive to replace. I can probably afford to use a fence in a less than perfect way. But if I set down the fence... Oh, please tell me my fences didn't disappear now.
The enemy has been drawn to the energy surge.
Okay.
Defend the transporter until the reactivation process is complete.
What? Doesn't look like I can really do that much about them unless they feel like letting me. But I can at least kill you guys. It looks like them shooting is not gonna be enough to destroy it alone. Oh, my fluid intake. Is that the main thing that's happening right now?
Dehydrated, no effects for physical ability.
Also, there's weird flying mutant hell beasts squirting death at you, but your fluid intake is the main thing. That's right, bitches. Wormhole transporter, baby. Oh, that's the wrong thing to do. Spoiled potato can be discarded. And I can eat a baked potato. Eat them while they're not spoiled. That's what I always say. All right. So there's a part of me that wants to warp back to base and save. Even though I feel like having done this first, it should be pretty easy now. Because I think our main thing to deal with here was probably going to be those flying guys, which we'd never encountered before. And what the hell am I doing? Oh my god, I'm being chased by flying guys. And now I have no place to retreat to. Now we've got a place to retreat to. But let's come back here anyway, just so we know we can save the game. Although I will kind of kick myself a bit if oh, small creatures, huh? I guess those flying guys counted as small creatures. I thought that would be like animals you hunt. High voltage battery is good because that's one of the things we need to make our shock traps, which I love so much. I don't want to save and exit, but I do. Well, I think I do want to level up because I think we can probably level up now. Yes, we can. So, let's see. We are now at level 17, and we can't do any of this stuff till we get to 20. So it would be 17, 18, 19. Hold on. 18, 19, 20. I can go ahead and level up Vitality one more time before leveling it up would mean not instantly getting max strength, dexterity, and endurance when we hit 20. I don't want to save and exit. That seems like it would definitely... I'm playing the middle ground between almost certainly respawning the flying enemies and probably giving myself a new continuation point where we've already cleared out this zone if we fail here. So we are being told to head for the source of the distress signal, and the cool thing about this is... Well, we do have side missions we could be doing, like mining singularities and another wormhole. This is the main story. I feel bad advancing it so soon. I'm sure those other things will remain. Pretty sure they will. And I like doing objectives like this that are not in the middle of the dust, so we can take our time and do them and not worry about constant time limit pressure from running out of oxygen. I did not restore my fence count. My fence count? The effect that my cold is having on my voice is that it's losing control of the register. Well, I never noticed this before, but I'm thinking... I was talking earlier about... I thought I had found a... oh, there's the flying guys. Thought I had found something on the top of the cliffs here where you could... whack something and get a bonus color for equipment. It's probably up here somewhere. But let's see who's living up here on the roof of Mount Doom.
Survivor detected. It's a child.
To be like a child, Tammy.
According to the Court's Code of Ethical Conduct, securing an unaccompanied minor supersedes all other considerations.
I'm not a member of the Corps.
Captain, lead Miranda to Reeve and rescue the target immediately.
But don't treat me like a child, Tammy. Ah, stainless steel, that's good. Electronic circuits would be even better. Can I get some out of these radios, maybe? Nope. Hey there, blimpy boy, riding through the sky so fancy free. Just wondering why I can't blimp him out of here. Well, I can't.
If the target dies, the mission will have been for nothing.
Well, y'all.
Please consider the target's safety as well.
Safety schmafety. Alright, little kid. Wow, it feels really lazy. Like, okay, dark-skinned African, I was going to say African-American. I guess I don't know he's African-American, but we have sort of a dark-skinned child, which just immediately made me think, wow, that's really lazy, because all the kids in the last Metal Gear, in Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, were African child soldiers, except for, Liquid Snake, of course. So yeah, I guess getting that thing first made that mission a lot simpler. Ooh, mineable moving singularities are popping up all over the place. So we will leave Miranda to Reeve, as instructed. Because I take all my orders from these weird Doctor Strangelove caskets. I hope you're okay, kid. I mean, I wish I could express that in some way. Maybe I could write you a letter that says that. Wow, you guys must have had a hell of an adventure. Too bad it's not part of the game. They continue to fall in love. Wow, this is really not good graphics for PS4. I mean, forget this guy here. That's partially my fault, but even the character models for the characters who are fully pre-rendered by the game kind of suck.
Looks like I was off the mark this time. Gotta hand it to you, Miranda. You were right.
So, because it's a kid, they were worth rescuing? I guess Reeves' thing was they could be evil and trying to kill us, but we don't know that the kid's not evil and trying to kill us.
But do not do something like that again. Next time I won't come looking for you.
I'm not coming for you, Miranda!
You don't have to tell me that.
Because it's not true anyway.
But, well, thanks for saving me.
And for the help, big man. Go with routine.
Man, the world is just nuts.
I was hoping there would be mounds. But this entire world is almond joy.
They're not like us. Grown-ups like us, we're punished for the sins we commit. But them, sometimes fate deals them a bad hand, and they're forced to live with that.
They're not like us. Spies like us. Spies like us. Do-do-do-do-doom-doom-doom. Spies like us.
One kid, he's born into a nice family in the U.S. or wherever. Grows up reading comics and eating pizza.
Or whatever.
While another, he's born in the middle of a civil war and gets handed an assault rifle for his 10th birthday.
Alright, look, Metal Gear Survive. Like the Lord's Resistance Army, Child Soldier. I mean, that's all terrible stuff that exists in the real world, but is there anything you're not going to recycle from past Metal Gear games here?
And what's the difference between them? Between them and this kid? They're all just kids.
Well, I mean, you haven't seen any of the films from the unusually popular genre of films about evil children, like literally evil, like demon-possessed bad seed children.
Kill a child and the future dies, if just a little, with him.
Kill an adult and the future thrives.
Whoever this kid is, there's nothing he could have done to justify getting sent to this hellhole.
I'm making fun of this, but that being said, I was recently kind of taking this big plastic toy set of keys that like kind of make a noise if you rattle them around, but they're plastic and they're for kids, and like kind of brushing them against my nephew's fingers and trying to get him to latch onto them, and like more or less like hooking his hand with them myself just to get him to latch on. And when he eventually got a hold on them and started he realized he could make a noise by shaking his limbs around once he had a grasp on it, but he hadn't isolated that it was the arm and hand holding the keys that was making the noise. So he was just kind of thrashing both arms and kicking his legs around, and he was like super excited about it because even though he hadn't quite worked out the details, he knew his movement was making the noise. That was kind of cool. I guess what I'm saying is, I'm glad my nephew isn't a child soldier. I know it's kind of a stretch. Probably makes me sound like a bit of a softie, but I'm grateful that my nephew has not been pressed into service and given a machine gun as an infant.
Reeve.
I know it's an emotional thing to talk about, but I'm just really happy that my nephew is playing with toys and is not a child soldier. My niece too. Although, I mean, I have the feeling sometimes that she could probably hack it pretty well as a child soldier, but that's a different discussion. Y'all talking about me like I'm not even here? Fuck y'all.
Look, our little patient's awake. Hi, are you okay?
Buster Wolf? Are you okay? No! Now get lost!
Am I dead? Is this heaven?
In a way, it is. You're in outer heaven.
Wrong on both counts, I'm afraid. You're still alive. This ain't close to heaven.
Well, it kind of is. It's outer heaven.
Yeah, I can believe that. Wouldn't expect monsters in heaven.
Who are you calling monsters, kid? We just... Oh, you probably mean the zombies.
What's your name?
Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me?
Chris,
Yeah? So, how'd you end up in a place like this, Chris?
Well, I was brought here by Pat. Because Chris was the kind of asexual love interest of Pat in the... Never mind. The SNL sketch with the Pat, and she was... You couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman. And, yeah.
You don't want to answer? That's fine. Just remember this. This is not a dream. This is reality. And this place is crawling with those things.
You must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh.
If you don't want to see what heaven's really like, you're just gonna have to work with us. Got that?
Because if you work with us, you're guaranteed to go to hell.
my wheelchair.
Oh no, he's Wheels from the Burger King Kids Club.
What was that?
I don't have my wheelchair.
Oh. Damn, I guess this kid's not going to be as useful in, defending our base as I'd hoped.
You use a wheelchair?
Well, not now!
All the more reason for us to work together, right?
Okay.
Alright then. Welcome to Dite, Chris.
Thanks. Now, what's the name of your mute friend who actually rescued me? Unlocked base camp status management screen. Got some stuff. I guess I'm going to get more plot.
There is something to report.
Really?
While analyzing the data from Gruen, I came across information on another memory board. Go secure it. I've marked the predicted location.
Okay.
Take a look at the map.
Kind of waiting for you to stop telling me stuff to do so that I can do some of it. Our food and medical resources are at 0. So, someone want to explain how I deal with food resources? Got anything to
I
say?
wonder what the fellow troops are up to about now.
They're zombies. They are zombies. Let's see. Rainwater purification tank. Facility consisting of rainwater tank with a purifier. Food mutualization center. Facility for mutualizing food resources to crew. Okay. This is a facility for mutualized shared resources, medical resources. This is storing water for a shared resource. I guess this would be actually another layer of defenses the next time zombies attack. So this will eventually produce stuff. Time until the next status. Let's see. Crew abnormal possibility poisoned. Injury fatigued. I guess I gotta get rid of a bunch of my poisoned and messed up inventory before I start mutualizing. So, dirty water. Get rid of the kitchen waste. Get rid of all the spoiled berries. Because if I move 100, my food resources will go up 6,000. But there'll be a chance of people getting poisoned. I don't know what that did, or if that even did anything useful. Materials goes to medical resources. See if I get this up to 1,000, what actually happens. Let's see, 860, so I need 140. Took my poison from food chances down. Well, maybe I just need to pick all the potatoes in the world and then add them to the food thing. That's right, add them to the food thing.
Plants can even grow in a place like this.
Yeah, pretty badass, huh? That's one badass plant. We got a lot of water left before we get to the, I think I'm just going to have to let the water come in by itself. Ooh, this is where I could start giving away rations to, but they're only plus 100. It's still better than the, oh, it goes up by itself after time passes because of the things collecting. That makes sense. And I don't really know what good any of this does for me anyway. Well, I don't have anybody working this stuff, so I don't know if anything's really happening with it, but... Base camp status.
To keep crew members alive,
I probably should have started this in the next video.
Common resources increase either through production at base camp or by you yourself supplying them, Captain.
Okay. Examples of shared resource of water, food, medical. Each type of resource consumed over set intervals of time. Shared resources increase when you mutualize items. So medical goes down over time. Everything else seems to go up over time. I don't have any livestock. I only have 2 beds and I need more. Let's worry about some of this stuff in the next video. I'm the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys for watching and hope you'll join me next time for more of Metal Gear Survive. Crappy military camp simulator. Bye-bye.